A little later in the round, there you see Chris tracking him down, working behind the left jab. Hernandez starting to run out of gas. Chris keeps his composure, looking for the big shot right toward the end.
And it must be frustrating for Hernandez as we begin round number 7 to hit Chris Smith with what he's hit him with tonight, and he continues to look him right in the eye and move forward.
That can be very discouraging, guys. Very discouraging. You land your best punch on your opponent, he just look at you and move forward. That's very discouraging.
And Hernandez wobbling back to the ropes. Smith smelling blood now.
But Hernandez still game in there, throwing shots. Trying to line up with a one big shot to try and keep Chris Smith off.
But Tony, Gus, not to take anything away from Hernandez, but what I see here is not so much what Hernandez is doing, is what Chris Smith isn't doing.
Which is?
Chris Smith, he's not sticking to what makes him the mechanic. You know, aggressiveness, high volume punches. He's headhunting. No jabs at all. Very little jabs he's throwing.
It is surprising to go to the head so early. He should be working the body.
He's not bending his knees on the inside. He's standing right there in front of Hernandez. He's getting caught with shots because he's trying to block and counter.
There's an uppercut landing for Hernandez.
Brian brought up a good point. How come Chris should be on the outside working that jab instead of trying to slug on the inside? I want to know why.
He said he wanted this to be an exciting fight.
Oh.
He has friends and family in attendance, and he is looking for the dramatic win this evening instead of the decision after a disappointing win in his eyes against Darian Ford on April 22nd, an 8-round unanimous decision.
As a boxer, you know, you say there's no pressure and you're relaxed and every fight is the same, but when you get in there, it's a different world. You know, Chris, his first televised main event, he wants to prove to everybody that he's in the elite.
And basically, the bottom line is they don't pay big money to fighters that go to decision. There's a right hook getting in for Smith. 49 seconds remaining. Uppercut, no. Hernandez counters with a straight right hand.
He ain't listening to us. He just keeps coming back and coming back.
Looks like Hernandez has caught his second win here in the 7th round.
Let's see if Smith can just take the wind out of him.
Not going to the body as usual, Chris Smith.
And 2 punches at a time. 1, 2 punches. Where's the combination?
Oh, nice right coming in.
He's not spinning off. He's going straight back.
Good
now
point.
Hernandez leaning on him. 15 seconds to go in round 7, scheduled for 12. Left hook blocked by Hernandez. Left hook, right hand, scoring for Smith. And he had him at the end of the round, and Hernandez tackles him. Hernandez at the end of the round out of gas. What a fight. So take a look at the double knockdown or the tackle at the 50-yard line by Hernandez.
Looked like a first down.
And that is a tackle out of exhaustion by Luis Hernandez. Round number 8.
Hernandez very slow off his stool.
Yeah, it certainly was. Smith still. Now he's using that jab, doubling it up. Working his way in. Left hook blocked by Hernandez. Smith may have gotten a piece, and here are the total punch stats through 7 rounds.
Smith is really picking up his percentage, landing some good shots in there.
Well, there's a straight-up jab, getting in, sending Hernandez back to the ropes.
The thing about Hernandez is exhausted. He looks exhausted, but Chris is making it easy for him. He's standing in front of him, making it easy for Hernandez.
What should he do? Oh,
just like that,
right.
step around and throw punches. Keep stepping. Don't stand in front of him. Don't lay there. Keep stepping around, throw punches, and work the body. The guy's exhausted.
So body punches at this point could really take a toll on Luis Hernandez.
2 good body punches that come up top on the head.
Just Hernandez has slowed down a lot.
He's fighting in spurts because Chris is allowing him to fight in spurts. No jabs coming from Chris.
And there's a uppercut to the solar plexus by Smith.
But he threw 2 punches. 1, 2, and he stopped.
You see Hernandez is throwing his punches Doesn't have the same power he had, and I think he's
hurt him.
He hurt him here. Smith.
But no body punch.
Moving in for the finish. Here's a body shot. Hernandez answers, tries to hold on. Smith won't have it. A minute 16 to go. Left hook scoring for Smith.
Hernandez now just holding on. He can't keep him off him. He's really exhausted.
But Chris is laying in front of him and allowing him to grab. Laying in front of him. Step around.
Smith working the free hand.
I'd like to see Chris with a good left hook to the belly.
I would like to see Chris feint as if he's moving in, take a half step backwards and throw a hook. Hernandez is also open for the uppercut.
He's open for a lot of things, but he's making me just nervous the way he's just slowing down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
But he is definitely got the heart of a champion. Hernandez refusing to quit. Smith doesn't have to worry about this young man not fighting him.
No, he came to fight all right.
Hernandez backed up into the corner.
Slipped on the water, looked like.
Legs giving out. 19 seconds to go. Smith with a golden opportunity here to jump right on him. Hernandez is out of gas. Hernandez out of gas. Smith not letting up.
He's fighting on heart alone.
Yes, he is. And fumes. There's a body shots now.
That's what you need to do. He's loading up, though.
Round number 9. And some water spilling out of the red corner, Chris Smith's corner.
If I was Reggie Ford, Chris Smith trainer, I would tell him bend your knees, get your range, and just work the body this round.
Hernandez trying to start quickly here. Putting his punches together, getting through. Now backing up. Here comes Smith. Left hook, a big one. Another right hand by Smith. Everything landing now. Hernandez in trouble at the beginning of the 9th round. Uppercut, wobbles him, and he goes down.
They're counting that as a knockdown?
It should be.
Yes,
it is.
Because he caught him with a punch.
But his legs are gone, though. At this point, his legs are gone from fatigue.
Any kind of off-balance shot's gonna might drop him.
Here comes the mechanic in for the kill. Misses a wild lunging left hook. That could have ended everything.
Just needs to go to the body, just to the body. Even his corner's yelling, where's that body?
He's been doing this long enough to know exactly what he should be doing right now.
Hernandez still punching. A minute 50 to go in the 9th. Great right uppercut, left hook combination by Hernandez. And that stops Smith in his tracks. Now he throws the left hook to the body. That's gotta hurt Hernandez.
That's the shot.
This is where Chris should take a step back, work the jab, go right to the body, come inside that way. Don't just lean on the guy.
Scheduled for 12 rounds. We're in the 9th for the NABA Welterweight Championship. Chris Smith, the champion, in the black. Luis Hernandez, the challenger, in the red.
Hernandez's legs are not stable. Chris should make him come at him now.
He just had him there.
Hernandez come forward. His legs isn't steady enough to stand still.
Should just throw one good left shot, left hand right to the body, right to the ribs.
There's a straight right hand getting in.
Oh, in corner.
Hernandez stumbling. 49 seconds left.
Although Chris Smith is coming on, I personally don't like it. He's throwing one punch at a time.
There's a right uppercut to the body, but Hernandez splits the defense and gets his uppercut in.
Hernandez is just throwing, trying to land anything.
That's all he can do right now.
Where's the jab? Should be jabbing his way in.
But Rise Hernandez, I know what Hernandez is going through.
Left hook, right hand, Hernandez, knees buckles.
You find your heart out and your opponent has all the energy.
Round number 10, scheduled for 12 for the NABA Welterweight Championship. Chris Smith and Luis Hernandez. Smith in black, Hernandez in red.
Hernandez, I'm wondering how much more can he take? What, no, missing a mouthpiece? He missed the mouthpiece. Not good.
Reggie Ford forgetting to put in Chris Smith's mouthpiece. Now Smith goes back to work. As you take a look at the punch stats through 9, Smith landing 39% and Hernandez 34%. Hernandez has gotten his second win here in the 10th round. He looks different.
Master Suarez telling him to get in there and following the instructions.
Reggie Ford reiterated what we were saying here at ringside. You don't want Chris Smith standing in front of him trying to catch punches. You know, work, throw combinations. Chris Smith is just too concerned about counterpunching.
And I never thought of him as an inside fighter, and he's fighting, well, he's winning, but he's fighting inside. Sooner or later, you got to fight inside, so he's showing something, but I still think...
there's a right hand
that's
as he
the key.
pivots to his right.
That's the key, step around. Not stand in front of him or go straight back. Right there, you should be stepping around.
Hernandez is open for the uppercut and the left hook. Nice little spin move by Chris Smith.
But no body punches.
You know, I think Chris could close the show with an uppercut. The way Hernandez is leaning forward.
Hernandez has so much heart. He has so much heart. He's fighting on heart alone right now.
That can be dangerous sometimes.
But he definitely won't go home ashamed.
Chris Smith, not known as a puncher. He's had all kinds of opportunities to finish Luis Hernandez this evening. Here's a left hook. Hernandez in trouble, and he's not answering.
Now step back.
Both fighters fatigued.
There's the uppercut by Smith.
Body, where's the body punch?
It comes from Hernandez as he ties him up. There's another left hook. Uppercuts, right hand, body shots. A right hand to the body, 30 seconds to go.
All Chris Smith, all headshots, no body work. Hernandez just, he's taking enough of a beating. I don't see the point of this going on anymore, I really don't. He's fighting his heart out. He's just nothing left anymore.
But he continues to respond. This fight isn't over. Hernandez is game.
I guess they feel he has a puncher's chance.
Certainly does. The end of round 10. This is Broadway boxing. Round number 11, scheduled for 12 for the NABA Welterweight Championship. Chris Smith in the black trunks, the champion, and Luis Hernandez in the red trunks, the challenger. And this has been a brutal fight from the very beginning.
It has been. Hernandez started very fast. He really scored some good shots against Chris Smith. Chris Smith couldn't figure out his offense. Traded with him a lot. Chris started to come on, get his second win early in the fight.
Oh, and that buckles Hernandez again. He may be done right now. Blood flowing from the nose of Luis Hernandez. He continues to punch, but he's one punch away from being done for the evening.
But
Smith moving in.
I want Benji Estevez to stop this fight. There's no reason. No need to go on anymore. He's too far behind and he's just out of it. See? That's enough. You shouldn't fight anymore.
Blood coming from the mouth and the nose of Hernandez. And I'm starting to agree with you, Tony. He could get hurt right now.
There's too many shots. Even though he's punching back, there's no power behind him. I think he's gone as far as he can. I talked about the gas tank being empty. It's empty. He's on fumes. That's not good.
There's a right hook from Smith. So much heart by this Luis Hernandez. He is so courageous.
Speaking from experience, though, you never want to give up. You always feel that you're in the fight. And I'm quite sure that's how Hernandez feels.
And Hernandez lands a big can-opening right hand. Blood trickling from the right eye of Smith. 107 to go.
Chris still coming forward, no body work, all headshots.
There's a right hand.
You know, that's enough. It's really enough now.
Body shots by Smith. Blood just falling out of the mouth of Hernandez. His nose as well. 40 seconds to go. Stumbling in the ring.
No legs.
Hernandez, what a valiant effort. He wants to finish this fight, and he wants to finish it on his feet.
He's definitely trying. Still 23 seconds to go. He's still punching back, but
So
it's not with the shots behind it, not with the authority. Every once in a while he gets a good one.
And comes Smith as Hernandez. Hernandez. One more left as he gets off his stool slowly.
This is going to be it.
He doesn't actually know where he's at.
He's going to give it all he's got. And he's just trying to throw punches, but it's throwing a lot of punches early. Punch that from the last round. All Smith, 49% to 22. 31 landed to 12 landed by Hernandez.
Hernandez winging, trying to stay close to Smith and hold on, but he's got to do it for 3 minutes.
I have him up. I have Chris Smith up 107, 101.
Smith now showing signs of fatigue, with blood coming over his right eye, coming out of a cut over his right eye. Oh! Hernandez buckled. Somehow he stayed up. Unbelievable chin.
He's in tremendous shape. Tremendous conditioning.
Here comes Smith. A left hook. Body shots. Hernandez refuses the fall. What heart and grit and determination by Luis Hernandez.
This is where the people around you need to step in and stop this fight.
He's one of the toughest fighters, and that's where the trouble starts, when your heart is too big.
I like to always say, after a while, it's no longer heart, it's called stupidity.
Chris Smith is still trying to do his thing, and Hernandez is trying to just plant himself. I just want Hernandez to get through this round. He's a tough, tough guy. Probably too tough for his own good. Chris still trying to throw that uppercut, but I still think he'd go to the body. Might make him take a knee.
Hernandez just exhausted. Smith still coming. Been a test of wills by both of these men today. Here's a body shot. Hernandez holding on. Oh, he stays on his feet. And this fight is going to go down as one of the great ones in Poughkeepsie on Broadway Boxing. 34 seconds to go. Luis Hernandez hell-bent on finishing on his feet.
He's taking hellacious shots at this point.
Oh, he falls out of the ring.
He falls right into a punch that, guys.
And he goes back in, gets up on his feet. What a competitor. What a competitor.
And it's stopping, thank
goodness. They are stopping the fight. What a fight by Smith and Hernandez. Here's another look at it. And remember, there was some wetness in the red corner. And the crowd very appreciative of the effort put forth by both of these men. Tonight's boxing is brought to you by Turner Construction, building the future. And by Mohegan Sun. Come play. The Mid-Hudson Civic Center in Poughkeepsie, New York. Gus Johnson, Tony Page, Brian Adams. The 12-round welterweight fight between Chris the Mechanic Smith and Luis Hernandez has ended with the TKO in the final round, the final punch stats. Smith landing 41%, Hernandez 33%. Hernandez throwing more punches. And Chris Smith wins his 18th fight of his career and his 11th KO. Now let's go to Sid Rosenberg for the final.
Again, a tremendous fight here tonight by both competitors. On the advice of the doctor at 2:31 of the 12th and final round, the winner, he remains undefeated, now 18-0, and he holds on to his NABA championship. Give it up for Chris the Mechanic Smith.
So Chris Smith defeats Luis Hernandez. Hernandez sitting in his corner. Yes, he had unbelievable heart in this fight. However, this fight did go on a little too long because Hernandez was in jeopardy of really injuring himself. But Chris Smith now improves to 18-0-1, his 11th KO of his career for the 29-year-old, and he's standing in the middle of the ring with our Tony Page.
I'm here with the winner, Chris Smith. First of all, the toughest fighters I have ever seen.
Right. I mean, he was getting hit clean shots. I mean, he was throwing a lot of wild shots. I was blocking it, countering it. So, I mean, it looked like I was getting hit a lot more than I really was. So, I mean, the doctor did the right thing by stopping this fight. I mean, he was really taking some clean shots.
You think it should have been stopped a couple of rounds earlier?
It could have been. It definitely could have been, because I was hitting him with clean shots.
Now, your game plan is to stay outside. What was this inside, and look, you're trying to be exciting?
You know what? I'm always trying to be exciting. But I'm the mechanic, and the mechanic is skilled at many different things, and that's just what I showed tonight. I could go on inside, outside. It doesn't matter.
What did you learn from this fight?
You know what? To basically fight at my strength. You know, look at a guy's weakness and capitalize on that. Maybe I didn't really do that tonight, but I mean, there's a lot of people here. You know, I wanted to be exciting. I wanted them to remember me.
Well, I think one thing they remember is the Mohican replay, the Mohican Sun replay. Take a look and take us through it. Very end of the fight, and you're coming on, just take us through it.
Okay, that's a nice right hook I threw. He was crowding me, that's a nice left hook. Blocking those shots, nothing coming off clean. Now, he was taking a lot of punishment throughout the fight. So, I mean, that's just a testament of how weak he was. If he would have went on, he would have really gotten hurt. I mean, he went through the ropes. You know, what could have happened if he would have came back?
Are you ready for the champion, Curry Spinks?
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I've been asking for that fight for over a year now. I think I deserve that.
Good job. Let's send it back down the ringside and Gus Johnson.
For our entire crew, have a good evening.